Hi everyone, Scan. Today is April 4th, 2019. I'm in Korea today, Seoul. I've been here one time. Last time was like 20 years ago. So it's I'm visiting here for a conference, cryptocurrency conference. It's called Deconomy. It's big events, and if I don't know, you can see the big dome, behind me. Yeah, I don't know, you can see well now, but it's like a stadium kind of place. Big events, probably 1,000, 2,000 maybe participants. It's interesting, but I mainly come here for meeting people. Conference itself, like it's like a same old things, nothing really new. Lightning is still not there. Ethereum is still not, scaring yet. Still the business private chain is not become popular or anything. So same old blockchain, cryptocurrency, 2019. Kind of like. So it's a lot of people in the conference, but I can feel that it's not really like I don't feel energy from conference much. Bitcoin Core is still not scaling. Lightning not there, as I said. We haven't have any application or real usage yet. There's still a lot of ICO is there. I met a lot of Korean ICO, running around in the conference. So I don't know. It's same old. Something it's take from this is I always come to Korea from New York, and I could meet two great Bitcoin SB players, I guess. Players, supporters, fan, or enthusiast, or business people, or whatever it is. Developers. But yesterday I met one backend developer. Today I just met a business guy. Both are really into Bitcoin SV, and we just talk hours and hours non-stop, and it's you have to do this, you have to fly this much to meet somebody I can talk. So I think that's really worth it. Like place I live, there's basically no people. I can talk about this in this dips. So probably not much in New York, right? Maybe 50, maybe 30, 50 people in US, maybe handful people in Japan, handful people in Korea, something like that. So we have to move. We have to. I guess we can video chat. We can make video like this. So that's okay too, But it's really nice to meet in person and talk, sit down, eat same food, and talk about issues, and that's really nice. That's really feel like a luxury, that I got this time. I guess so far I'm skipping this afternoon conference, but like so far not much, same old. The scaling one interesting conference panel discussion was scaling, and somehow like all four people are kind of like agree. It's like somehow they're, I don't know, not necessarily all Bitcoin SB supporter, but the conference organizer cannot find out, couldn't find out the people who agree to, come up and talk about, strategy of Bitcoin Core, how they scale, or Lightning, or how really do that. Nobody agreed to come and to speak about that issue because it won't scale. Unfortunately, so it won't scale. So nobody can really argue for that anyway. But anyway, that's my opinion. So that was good, and then Jerry Chain's there, Jack Liu, and then two other guys I don't know, but they talk about Bitcoin SB a little bit. They think that four panels agreed that why we still talking about this. We should have more usages, and that usage is eventually going to scale the Bitcoins. I don't know which Bitcoin it's going to be, right? Like Bitcoin Core won't scale, right? Because see, if price go up and everybody want to buy it, and they cannot write more transaction than 2,000 per 10 minutes, right? So, and that they don't scale, they just stop there, right? Because that's not enough block size, and the fee become expensive, blah blah blah, and just the end, right? Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. So Bitcoin SB, well, something we are talking about is, something we are agreeing, the conversation with the developers in SB or this panel, same thing, but we have to have a usage, we have to have applications, right? We have to start building on the Bitcoin SB, for me, at least. Like, then we have to bring the real usage to the network. Otherwise, right, next year we're gonna have a halving. So miners start getting half of mining, reward. It means their profitability is gonna be half. If price didn't go up, right? If price go up, not necessarily, if more people mine it, so that it's really tough. I mean, it's not easy for them to do business. That's for sure. I know that because I'm a miner. So something they are looking for is allowable transaction, right? Allowable usage, and they pay little bit of money every transaction, and that's going to pay miners. That's the design of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, the supply is going to be flat, right? So it means like the issue, new coins always go half, going like this, eventually going to be zero, right? So it's designed that way. We subsidize the miner because we really need a miner in the beginning, especially a lot, because we need to subsidize miner. We have to incentivize people to mine to secure the network, otherwise nothing there. So that's why we spend so much money inflated and pay for that, right? But it's not good. Satoshi has understanding, I guess. To keep inflating currency is not a good idea. So they kind of he put limits on the subsidies. So I think that part is real innovation. Or, that's the difference of Bitcoin and fiat currency, right? That's why that's difference between like Ethereum and Bitcoin too. So we really need real solutions. Like we really need to start solving or adding a new value to people, right? I mean, otherwise, why we need Bitcoin, right? If it doesn't really adding value to the society, like if we cannot do new things, so it doesn't make your life convenient or nice or whatever it is, right? If we cannot create real value to the people, it won't survive in long run, so that's the bottom line. Like basically, if you think that whole network is the company, right, you have to have a product, right? Coin is not a product, right? Not really a product. I mean, that's basically share of the network. So you cannot, I mean, in a way you can say share is part of the product, but you cannot just making money issuing the shares, right? Because the investor is looking for the appreciation. It's mean because it's gonna appreciate because somebody gonna use their product. So that's the expectation. So same thing for the network, right? So we have to have real product. So something I want to do is I want to create MVP, right? I think I was talking about this. I'm gonna start, I guess, I haven't really uploading YouTube, and I made a lot of video and I haven't really uploading video because it's kind of time consuming, so I haven't done that. But I started uploading more video to it, but a few months ago I was talking about this, making an MVP, minimum viable product. So I'm gonna do it sometime soon. So that was the discussion yesterday with the backend developer. I have to convince him a little more to really do that, but not many people can do it now. Like not many people know how to use Metanet and stuff like that. So it's kind of learning curve is gonna be there, but I think once you figure it out, it's not that difficult, I think, and it's gonna be a lot of use case, thousands of use cases gonna be there. So we're gonna make a lot of Metanet site or like a website. Not necessarily everything need to be Metanet, but like some website, use Bitcoin SB. I think we're gonna start from there. I'm gonna keep pushing my Japanese yen token project, but I don't know which is gonna be fast. But anyway, so like we need to have a product. It's just yen point, is just going to be like a Bitcoin. So it's gonna be, it won't be share because it's also application, but then it's gonna help like almost like a marketing tool for Metanet, because it's gonna reach a lot of people in Japan, because most of people don't care what Bitcoin is. They just care yen in Japan, dollar in US, won in Korea, right? That's the reality we are living. And until really bad economics, like a fear crisis comes, people don't care. So that's why I'm trying to making that point, the Japanese yen token. But either way, I need to create websites, or we need to hire somebody or invest money to do it, to start using the endpoint, the Bitcoin SV. And it's basically the same thing, just this one people use Ethereum because they want stable. If people use Bitcoin SV because they want to have appreciation, for potential appreciation. So just you choose it, which currency you want to use it. But basically, in the nutshell, it's the same thing. So the endpoint is going to be allowed to use, basically going to do everything Bitcoin SV can do. So if we make a website like that, and they can be natively both, then so I want to own like hundreds, thousands of, hundreds, thousands of MetaNet site like that. But we're gonna start from one very simple one, just proof of concept, whatever it is. Like we're gonna make it and see what is the problem. We want to learn from their experience. We want to learn how to do it. Like I think try and error process are needed, and then maybe this process of scaling won't just suddenly happen. Like it's step by step. Like when I try to upload large file, right, with money button, we quickly figured out that money button couldn't swipe more than 20 times because there's some limitation on the Bitcoin code. Then like one single address you can just swipe, make a transaction 20 times or something, and then you need confirmation. So you have to wait a long time, and it's not comfortable. It takes for a long time to do large transactions. Like if I upload like 4 megabyte files, and you have to swipe like how many times? Like 40 times, right? So so then we find out that because we did that, right? Otherwise we won't find out. Then Ryan fix it. Right now he decided, he made a tool to divide the UTXO. It's basically like address, right? You make it your address to one address to thousands of different address, and then so you kind of you can swipe it. Now it's like you can do up to like 2,000, 3,000. So yeah, I have a 2,000 Bitcoin SP addresses in my money button right now because I have to upload huge files. Soon, huge video is gonna come up on chain. It's just kind of proof of concept, but like I just want to demonstrate what kind of things can be possible. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be 160 megabyte file on chain. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna know. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to do right now. It's beautiful weather. It's much warmer than Rochester. It's 60 degree, probably Rochester maybe 40. So I really enjoy like a beautiful sakura. Where they go? Oh, there. Yeah, look at that. So beautiful. It's a beautiful season, flower season, like this. Really nice. Beautiful. Yeah, this is so, I don't know if you can see much, but it's beautiful. It's very nice, nicely came to Seoul like 20 years ago, you know, when I was young. But it's very different city. It's very different. It's amazing how quickly things can be changed. So, you know, yeah, maybe Bitcoin, crypto maybe can be suddenly adapted by mass, but in some point. But before that, like, we need to tweak here and there, and we have to do it by ourselves. Figure it out. Like, there's a lot of bottleneck in the system, and we have to hit the wall. We have to hit it first, and need to figure out what it is. Then we have to fix it. Then we can scale. So it's almost there. So let's do it together. Make a lot of good website, MetaNet site, whatever it is. Just make it simple one, and we're gonna grow together. We're gonna do better things, and we're gonna be friends and partners, and for a long time. And we probably next 20 years, 30 years, we can really enjoy really interesting time of the internet or this society. We can be part of it, and that's gonna be really interesting. I'm really happy to be in this point. I can be this kind of place, like in this point, so well, that's all I want to talk about it. It's just too long. I'm just talking just non-stop. So all right, I have to make a Japanese one, so oh, all right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.